Hello, hello. Good evening, everyone. We're here tonight again. Sorry, 1 second. For the return of Tier 3, Round 9, here at Spa. Just waiting for the lobby to ready up. I'm throwing it out there early doors. I think we're going to have a new pole sitter tonight that we haven't seen before. a few reserves in tonight, as per usual. I wonder if Teabag's actually going to complete a race tonight. I wonder if he's got a different setup. Also, I wonder if he's put enough juice in his petrol tank. Tried to convince us last week, he did have enough, but I'm not so sure. So welcome everyone, for the viewers that we do have here tonight. I'm just going to put myself in party chat so I don't put any of the guys off. Welcome to the Spa Round 9 Tier 3 race that we have coming up here. We have a full qualifying session which consists of 3 rounds. The bottom 5 drivers will be eliminated from 16th down to 20th in the first round. And the usual 11th to 15th for the second round. They have a battle again for the top 10. As we've seen in the last, say, month or so, we've seen Harvey kind of starting to run away with the title. His closest rival, Marshall, has had a couple of tough weeks with some very good recoveries so far. As we can see on track, the first car on track is an Aston Martin, so we'll get on board with him in a second. We have 3 medium runners to set their first flying laps in this session, with the rest going out on softs. As I can see, Max is the first driver around, going to be the first driver around the track. Need to just sort out these audio before we're not too loud. I think we're all alright. Kieran's been disqualified for blocking the pit lane. If it's not a formation lap, it's blocking the pit lane. Ah, unbelievable, Jeff. Unbelievable. Good to see you, Kieran. Haven't seen you in this division for a while. Good to see that you're still doing the same things as what you usually do, but doing it on a formation lap. You did ask who do I think is going to get pole. I'm throwing it out there tonight. I am going for... Oh, we've got Ferrari overtaking. Let's get on board with... Just let me see these first laps first, and then I will give you my prediction for my pole sitter that we're going to have tonight. Let's get on board with Nerve, as he's the first one to go across the line, followed closely by his son. First gear into the turn 1. We're going to get to see what kind of aero Nerve is running with his top speed coming down this straight. Not too bad, I suppose. Probably running about 8 or 9 on the rear, 15, 16 on the front. Decent through there. Keeps his lap still validated, which is very important for your first run. As you've seen from the last few weeks, he has started to hit a bit of form, which he's been struggling for quite a long time. Very quick through there. Quick downshift into 7th. perfect line for here to drop it into 5 and quickly get up to 6 so you can hold the speed coming around into his left-hander. See if he keeps it in 5th for this one. Just drops down to 4th. A bit of traction. Purple sector, as you would expect, as he's the first one on track. No one else behind him though currently is going any faster. Using a lot of battery in the last sector, which is the best thing to do around here. Expecting a mid 44 here. He sets it with a 1:43.8. It's not bad for your first attempt. Mario over 1:44.5. That's Curly. Curly and that's goes on and out of that. He's invalidated his first attempt. He's on a recharge. Board with Dino at the moment. We'll come back to him in a second. I think Kimmy's about to come over the line, setting the first lap on a set of mediums. Was it going to put him? Maybe not. He's on an outlet. Too many cars in Q1 as we have every week. Also puts it in 4th with a 45.3 with Phoenix with a 45.4. James Brown quite a way off his teammate with a 44.2 for his first lap. Dave maybe getting a tiny little toe from the Mercedes in front, which I think is Scotty. You get on board with Scotty and see what you can set on a set of mediums. Not very good through there. It's quite slow. We'll get back on board with Dave. Dave puts himself into P2 with a 43.9. Scotty then with a 46.6. A couple of other drivers coming over the line. Oh, I've lost them. Cody Tots 47.5. Oh, Ninja! Oh, he nearly just keeps it, nearly loses it, nearly bins it into the wall. Which would have been quite a long time for him to sit there and do nothing. Ball with Harvey, because he's about to complete his first final lap of the set of mediums after the invalidation of his first attempt. Could help him out with a double warm-up lap, to be fair. Doesn't look too shabby, to be fair, considering the tyre selection he is on. It's a 44.5. What I have noticed between the tiers is recent weeks is that the times aren't that far off, but I think this is a track where Kimmy goes P8 for 44.7. Gagler car's about to come over the line now, but I think they've already completed their laps, so I'm pretty sure they have all entering the pits. We still have Gainful, who's still in the pits. Ninja's obviously gone back in. T-Bag's now on a hot lap, which is the only one to not set a time yet. But getting back to what I was saying about this track, I think we will see the difference between pace on this track more than what we've seen before. It's one of them tracks where if you can get a setup with relatively low aero and being able to plant it through sections where others can't. T-Bag's backed out of that. So that's the first round of laps gone so far. I'm going to pull it out there. I'm going to put it out there now. I'm going to pick my prediction and the improvement this driver's been making over the last 2 to 3 weeks. And from the exceptional lap he's put in compared to the rest so far, I'm going to put it out there, no pressure. I'm going to go for Nerf for P1. We haven't seen him on P1 so far this season, from not what I can remember since I've been doing it. And pretty much everyone behind him, well, Harvey, Dave, James, Marshall, they've all taking a pole position along with T-Bag. I'm throwing it out there that tonight, Nerve, I'm going for P1. No pressure, no. We've got Phoenix following very closely behind Gainful. Oh, Gainful must have touched that curb on the middle there and has just gone off. Hopefully the car behind him hasn't hit him, because if he has on an outlap, that is just not acceptable. I wasn't quite looking, I was checking something on my phone. Apologies about that. Got Mercedes now about to go over the line to start his second lap, which is Scotty. Also going for another run on the set of medium, so he feels like he's got more in the tank. He's got no battery left, is he? Just set that again to 45. I don't think he has. Maybe it's a mistake he hasn't really noticed. We will come back to that anyway. So now we've got Phoenix trying to pull himself clear of the guys behind. Decent exit there from turn 1. Very quick. Let's see what kind of gauge of aero we've got on Phoenix. It's top speed of maybe 210 will he get? No. 207 just. Certainly so far, I know it's early doors in this lap, but it does certainly look like an improvement from what he has set previously as a 45.4. We can see a massive spread between the grid, nearly 2.5 seconds from P1 down to P15 so far. Got a driver of the week from last week, which was Chip, sitting pretty in P5. Now we got Phoenix about to finish off this third sector, see what kind of improvement he is going to make, if at all any, because we have the second and third in Dave and James retiring from the session, thinking that they are safe. I should think they are. Still got quite a bit of battery left as Phoenix. Puts himself in 9th with a 45 flat. Not sure that's going to be safe enough, but we will see. I think we have Kimi again. He's on an outlap, so Red Bull behind him. Gainful sets a 44.6. Pretty good attempt from your first attempt there, Gainful. Well done. Ninja going over the line, must have done a burner lap with a 158.4. We've got Chip coming over the line now. Just under a tenth up through sector 2. Puts himself up to P4. I wonder if that's on the same set of tyres. I presume so, it would have been. T-Bag goes fastest with a 143.6. Decent lap there from T-Bag. There's Osso going over the line now. He went half a second quicker. A 44.8. Decent there from Osso. Puts himself into P11. Puts a massive gap between him and the guys behind him. Get on board with Ninja. Just 2 temps up. He's on a recharge, so he's had a bit of a bad lap to be fair, and he's invalidated. And he's running out of fuel. Looks like someone's going to have to box. Scotty's boxed and now he's going out on a set of softs. Still got a decent amount of time left in the session yet. But you have to be out of the pits here with at least 2.5 minutes to go just to get a decent outlap. Dean puts himself into P12 with 145 flat. I wonder if that could be the cut-off. Because Scotty's going to go a lot faster on the set of softs. Got Pint Size still in the pits. Be interesting. Kimi puts himself up into P2 with a 143.8 on a set of mediums. Pretty impressive. We did see Kimmy in Tier 1 on Friday. He did make Q3 if I remember rightly. Pint Size now about to come out of the pits to see if he can get himself out of the drop zone. He's got to make a massive improvement to make sure he gets out of that drop zone. Because he needs to find at least a second to make himself safe. If he can set a time under the 45 flat, he should be alright. If we've got anyone on the hot lap so far, it's pretty solid. Dean's 2 temps up. We have seen this from Dean quite a few times. He likes to put quite a bit of juice in the car. Oh, it's 4 temps down now, so he's lost whatever gain he did have. I think we can see Dean maybe pulling the pits here, and he has invalidated as well. Also going a bit of usual off-roading. Don't think we've got anyone else about to cross the lines and maybe to set a fast lap. Ninja, no. Pint Size. Someone's just going to cross the line now. I cannot see what car that is though. Because I've just noticed Marshall is not here tonight. So providing Harvey does finish the race in the points, he's going to extend his advantage at the top of the championship. Takes a lot of pressure off Harvey. Not that I'm sure he's feeling it at the moment, but he's guaranteed to extend it either way. So we're on board with Pint Size now. Get on board with the actual car. He's getting a bit overcast above, and it's just started to rain. This could be crucial. Can he improve on a 46.1 with the rain coming down? I personally don't think he can, but let's see if he can put a bit of a surprise appeal. That rain's come quick. It wasn't too long ago. It was nice and sunny out there. He's 2 temps up in the first sector. Let's hope it's not too wet in the last couple of sectors, so that he can improve and get himself out of Q1. Personally, it's going to be so difficult, in my opinion, to be able to do this. Harvey's retired in the pits. 44.5. Well off the pace so far, nearly a second off. Oh! Pint Size nearly losing the car there. Let's see what the split time is coming up to the end of Sector 2. It doesn't look quick enough. No, I don't think it's going to be, especially after that. The conditions are just too slippery. He is struggling massively here. He's half a second down. That's going to... Oh, and he's to get the curb. He's definitely out now. If he wasn't before, we've got a car behind him in Gainful. Osso's put on a set of intermediates. From the update that we got from the drivers so far, we was expecting rain and qualifying, but there's not really any expected for the race. But this is Spa, and you never know what to expect. It's Gainful. He's pulling the pits. I think that's just going to be it. So Scotty could scrape through. He's only improved by a couple of attempts though. When he set of softs. That's just going to show how much the conditions played a part in that. To only go 2 tenths faster on with a tyre delta that goes at least a second a lap faster. Lucky to get through. The 2 Mercedes just scraping through the skin of their teeth. There we have it. We've got Pint Size that's going to be eliminated from qualifying along with Curly Tots, Ninja, and also we've got Luckman and Kieran who aren't setting a lap. We've got 13 viewers so far. We can improve them stats, guys. Anyone that's in the group, anyone that's in the race that's listening, that can hear me, share it wherever you can. Let's see if we can improve the viewings of what we have been. As we've seen in the last 4 to 5 weeks, is at nearly at 400 for the last race with a week gone by. So. Any shocks going out and qualifying? Not particularly. nerve again, getting an early lap in. Decent time, Kimi though, with that delta on a slower tyre and getting that lap in not long before the rain came as well, 43.8 is pretty impressive. Dave up there again in 4th, setting a decent time in Q1. 2 Ferraris comfortably through. Nerve again showing the pace that he's got over his teammate like he did in Spain. Chip solid again, P6. You see the track's getting wetter now. I'm expecting the guys to go out on a set of intermediates, which is going to be fun. See whose setups can suit the wet conditions. So there we have it. Let's repeat again. We have lost Pint Size, Curly Tots, Ninja, Luckman and Kieran are all out of Q1. Scotty just scraping through there, to be fair. Conditions didn't help me and he managed to go fast, so fair play to him. Teabag leading the field through Q1. Just under a 2/10 advantage over Kimi, who was on the harder tyre and a set of mediums. Also Harvey on the harder tyre, sitting in P8, the only 2 guys to actually go through on a harder set of tyres. Now, are we going to have wet conditions here? I'm expecting it, or has it stopped raining? Could be a monsoon. No, it's still raining. It's got heavier as well. I wonder though, is it wet enough for a set of intermediates, or is it still dry enough for a set of slicks? It's just on the crossover. Everyone's got a set of intermediates on, so it must be... this game does like to tell lies, I must admit. If you do go into your settings, it will always tell you that the fastest tyre is the softer, or the medium tyre, the dry tyres, which is a load of rubbish. Don't listen to it. It does tend to talk a lot of shit, this game, at times. Since EA have taken over, we've seen a slight decline in the game itself. Personally, one of my favourites was... 2010 was decent, 2011 was good also, 2014 very good, 2020 was probably the last best one, 21 as well. All the guys that do obviously are watching, this year has sold the least amount of units that we have seen. Let's hope there's a bit of improvement for next year's game. For me personally, the racing is a lot better on 24. Handling not so much. I'm sure a lot of the guys will agree with me. If it weren't for league racing, would we have it? Maybe not. But we're all committed to league racing. It's part of our lives, and when the lights come around to race or do other duties like I'm doing to now, you do look forward to it. We're going to have Dave leading us round for the first flying lap in Q1. We do have 2 drivers trying it. Looks like on a set of softs. Let's see what Curly's like. So we've sort of gone flat out through Eau Rouge. Still only in 6th gear though. On a manual gearbox as well by the looks of it. Just trying to get the warmth into them tyres. Let's see what it's like on board. No, it's too wet. Got it. Surely. TRS enabled. Didn't notice this. Didn't know it was disabled unless the rain's lightening up. The track doesn't look too wet. Let's get on board with Dave anyway, because he's about to start his lap. Yeah, that tyre. Decent through turn 1 in 2nd gear. Can he keep it flat through? I doubt it. He does. Ooh. Nearly puts it in the wall. See what kind of speed he can carry through these. Well, the rain has stopped, so maybe the soft is the correct call. But the amount of speed he's taking through the corners here, I think the soft tyre could be the right call here. It hasn't got wet enough really for the track to become that slippery. We had a tiny little shower between the end of Q1 and the start of Q2, and the rain's already stopped. Wonder if we've got any more rain incoming. Doesn't look like it so far. Very intermittent showers going on at the moment. At the moment we're about 7 or 8 seconds off, maybe more, of the dry times. 22.5, that's about 7 or 8. Drifting it round that corner there, Dave. He's boxed, so he thinks it's a dry weather tyre here. Wow. Gainful's also boxed. Oh, he nearly smashes his car up. Wow, what's happened here? Uh-oh, is he beached? If he has, reset the track, so you don't get yourself disqualified. Gainful. Good lad. Oh, he's left. Oh no. Right, I need to invite him back. 1 second. Mario goes over the line over 152.1. Let's see what his dad's got. 152.2. So that's the kind of pace we're looking at the set of intermediates. Not a lot between the guys. We've got a Haas coming over the line. Osso's boxed. That was the one I wanted to see. Curly. He's not going to be far off. He's the intermediate time when that set's soft. Takes a long time to get his foot down. It does go faster though. Just. So the soft is the faster tyre. And he must have crawled round there, the way he went through that chicane in the last corner. That was weird also. A tiny little shower like that, and then for it to stop raining. I haven't seen that for a very long time. Normally when there's rain, it's here to stay. For a little while, but as we can see, Curly's still going. He's not using any battery now. I just want to stay on board to see if his delta does come down without the battery on. Oh, we won't now. It's caught on that curve. Let's get back to the tyre graphic. So, 3 drivers on track. Kimmy's trying it on set of mediums in these conditions. We have seen him before, it's let him down. Keeping it on a set of mediums, trying to chance it. He's had an accident before. He's gone out in Q1 quite a few times because of that. Let's see if it's the right decision tonight. Curly's just set a purple sector. He's used no battery. He's got enough petrol in to go around again. So now we're going to see what we can expect out of the soft tyre. Maybe 48. Can we expect a 48? Here we go. We're curling now to start a flying lap again. Done an out lap, done a fast lap, a cool down lap. So now he is actually on his 4th lap now from leaving the pits. Keeps it flat for Eau Rouge. Definitely soft conditions, 100%. So he's nearly 1.3 seconds up. Cavalist goes quickest. 1:45.0. Well, he's completely murdered my prediction. What the lap times could be. Back on the curve. Oh, don't get caught in that curve because it will throw you off. Both of these curves, you've got to be very careful the way you hit them. They will just take you off the track. Looking a bit more like a dry second times here, so it's 5 seconds up. Is it going to be enough to put him on top of the Cavaliers? Pretty clean through there, to be fair. As we can see, he's using a manual gearbox. Is it going to be faster? No, it's not. It's well over half a second off. Let's go to the next car about to come over the line. Looks like it's T-Bag, followed closely behind by a Ferrari, who's on an outlap, unless it's James. It's T-Bag able to set, as you see the sun now starting to come out and dry the track out even more. T-Bag sets a 1:44.9, 1:44.1, sorry. James in a 1:44.2, pretty even there. Does have an Aston in front of him. (1:45.2) puts him P5. Full send Dave at 1:43.9. Good lap. Back through the guys now. Anyone else back come over the line? Got Scotty now come over the line. Puts himself fifth with 1:44.8. Game 4 back to come over the line. Don't know what happened there, it hasn't registered this time. Harvey now. Puts himself quickest just, well, sorry, over 3 temps over Dave, 1:43.6. Nerve, he's on it. Get back to him in a second. Might as well stay on board, to be fair. I think everyone else behind him has set a lap. Obviously Curly's going to be the first one back into the pits. I can't see the time graphic so far, so we'll see if they've got enough time to get back just about. So this is going to be Nerve's one and only attempt to pull himself out of the drop zone. One of the 3 drivers who did set a time on a set of intermediates. This is important now, Nerve, to get yourself into them high 43s, low 44s. Decent through there, very nice. Bad through there, neither keeps it in 5th gear. Six and a half seconds up at 1:16. This could be far off top 3 here. This is only an attempt, it needs to be. Loads of cars, get out of the wall! Don't know what Alpine that was. I think it was Dean, just got out of the way, just in time. Looking at 43, I think. Gonna be a new fastest lap? No. It's a 1:44.3. We've got full send Dave with a 5-place grid penalty. Oh my god. Oh Dave. Oh my goodness, lad. What happened there? That puts now Mario back in the pits. He's not going to have time to set another lap. That could be one for the stewards at the end of the race. A bit fishy there. What happened there? We've got guys now exiting the pits. The ones that have left enough time to get out again. I don't think Mario's got enough time to get out. and get another lap in. Kimi has retired in the pits. Has he? Yeah. Clearly thinks that he's safe. That does confirm it. Max is out of qualifying from that collision that he did have with Dave. It looked like that was on his outlap. It's going to be interesting to see what happened there. So, on track now, we have no one that's on a time lap. Everyone is rather in the pits or on their outlaps. T-Bag's gone out again. I wonder if he's using the same set of tyres or is he using another set. And if he is using another set, that means he's going to have one set left for Q3. If you can save a set, guys, for in Q3, I went into Q3 the other night with 3 sets still available, and I should have gone on the sauce for the first run. If you do save a set and it is dry and you're at the front, the sauce will last to lap 9, lap 10, and they'll start dropping up. Well, lap 8, 7, they will start dropping off, but they will go quite a way. We've got James Brown now gone over the line, see if he can improve on his lap time. I think Gainful was on the lap in front of him, but still be Gainful. Decent through there. Oh, don't get caught in that curb! He hasn't invalidated, but it's going to slow him down. That's correct, Kieran. It depends how smooth you are. I'm surprised at the downshift there from Gainful going into double left-hander. See what his split time is. It needs to be in the 15s. Or even the low 16. Oh, it's a mid 16 near enough. Is this going to be enough? We had Nerve that was on a flat 16 and he was a 144.3. He's 3 temps off so far. We're going into that second sector is Gainful. Of what Nerve says. So he's looking at a 43, 44.7, 44.8, which is going to... don't know. Let's see. Oh, it's not enough. Oh, it could be a 45 flat, but we've got the guys on track behind him that are going for their last run. James is about to box, he's going slower. Okay, let's go in the Haas, which I think is Osso. Osso looks like he's going through. And he does, he puts himself into 7 for 144.7, T-Bag for 145.3. Puts himself into the lead. Scotty's over a second up. This could be a new fastest time here. Takes an unconventional line through there. Himself P5, 144.1. It was Cavalis. I didn't see that he put himself through. I think he has. P8, so who's that knocked out? Happened so quick towards the end of the session there. Who's out? Who's in? Oh, he's done it again as Kimi. Tried to get through on a set of mediums. Showing his muscles and he's out in Q2. Wow. And this isn't an easy track to come through the pack either. So we've got Kimi out, Gainful out, Dino out, Curly out, and Mario, who we did see have a collision with Dave on his outlap. Oh, Kimi. Oh, mate. I'm going to say it. When will you learn, sir? When will you learn? You have to get a decent lap in. You have the pace. There's no two ways about it. You've got to get... It's Q2. You can't risk it on a set of mediums unless you're over a second or half a second at least to the guys behind. That is mega. Wow. Just wow. So there's a shock. It's a massive shock we've had there. Kimi out. Is it a shock? On pace, yes. Previous form. Not so sure. Soft run has to be done in Q2. I don't care how good you think you are, how fast you think you are. You have to run a set of softs in Q2. So we've got Dave first on track. One of them's going to stay there. Phoenix does like, as we've seen so far, to run quite close to the car in front. Dave does have a 5-place grid penalty as well. Excuse me. I made some a bit of a throw together dinner tonight. Had some burgers. I had to defrost first in the old microwave and put them in the old the grill with some halloumi. Made some wraps for me and the wife. She thoroughly enjoyed it, so did I. But I think I've eaten a little bit too quickly. So starting to repeat a little bit. Dave's trying to get out of the way, but Phoenix ain't having it. Come on, guys, let's not play games. So Dave could start. So. You could do, but I can't see him qualifying 10th, whoever made that comment. Come on, lads. Hey, sort it out with ya, the three of you. Come on. Give each other some space, man. Phoenix, back off. He's got his battery on and all. What's going on here? What? I don't understand it. What are you doing? Why? Oh, mate, honestly. Anyway, let's get on board with Dave. This is going to cause havoc now, him doing that. Phoenix, next lap, mate. Please don't do it. I've never seen you drive here before, lad, but I'm going to give it as a warning. Don't do it again. Don't. This could put him off now. If he goes through this overtake going into it, which he's more than likely going to try it, because he's in the slipstream. You're just hurting yourself, lad. Anyway, we've got Dave. Let's stay on board with Dave. That's got to be putting him off with the red arrows all over the place. Nearly invalidates. Now look, see, this is what I mean. Why? It doesn't make any sense. I'm saying nothing. I'm saying nothing more on that situation. It's just pathetic. Scott in the 15.3. This is great. This is definitely in 43, this one. Could be a 542. Who knows? Nice little toe from David. Oh, don't run into him. Oh, he nearly did. Oh. Me. James Brown for 43.4. Nerve now about to come over the line. Harvey puts himself into P2. Nerve for 43.5. Oh, it's tight at the front. It's very tight at the front. Who's got next? Looks like two-bag. Two good split timers. A couple of attempts up. Or is he? No, it wasn't, Kieran. It was pretty horrible to watch, to be honest. Guys, if you can hear me, stop doing that in qualifying. Because you're helping no one. If anything, you're going to hurt yourself. And it's a risk to other people. It's going to ruin their run. Teabag must have been validated. He's time hasn't come up. Is it something glitching out here? Because he has not set a time. Also puts himself into P5. This is second off though. 1:44.5. Chip now back come over the line. Himself P5 1:44.1. I haven't really sworn yet, and I ain't lost my temper on the stream, but I think tonight could be that night. I hope it's not. But mate, ridiculous driving at the start there. I'm not going to even say who instigated it. I think it was pretty obvious when I could see. That's just stupid. Someone can put a warning message out in the group with the tier. Tell you what, do it yourself. We've got Cavalis now, he's going over the line to set his first flying lap of this session. By the looks of it, it's going to be his only go at getting to set a flying lap. I wonder if he can get himself up there with the guys at the front. We have a 3/10 gap from P1 to P4, with Nerve again in the top three. Decent from Cavalis. Does look stable. Didn't see his top speed. It doesn't look too shabby. So what his speeds are getting through up to really decent for here and all. Go up to 50 now with that. Gonna keep it in 5th in this corner. Set the time of 1:15.5, so he could put himself in the 43s, which might put him in 5th. We get on board with Dave after this one, because he's just started a flyer. No, he hasn't. Yes, he has. It's going to be a 43. Puts himself into P5, 44 flat. Not a bad lap for myself. Let's get on board now with Dave. Now he hasn't got a car right with his rear. Well, he has actually, but it's Harvey. I'm sure that won't put him off. Harvey's got a set of brain cells on him. Remember, Dave does have a 5-second grid penalty for 15.5, so he's looking around Cavalis here. Puts himself P5 on 1:43.9. Get on board with the championship leader, who's about to set his last final attempt on a hot lap. Still in 7th gear there. Gives himself a bit of time doing that. See what his first set was like. Just over a tenth down. Pretty good through there. Get out of the way, good lad, whoever that is, Dave. Well done. looking too shabby from Harvey whatsoever here. Oh, Harvey's turning it on. He is turning it on here. Looking at a high 42. No pressure, Harvey. It's quick. It is quick. Is it quick enough? Of course it's quick enough. It's a 1:43.1 set there from Harvey. Decent. Very, very good. James now just starting his hot lap. I think we do have other cars. Nerves 7 temps down. Front season on out lap. Still got enough though to get a lap in. Mercedes about to come over the line, and Scotty. Self P5 at 1:43.8. Chip's nearly 2 temps up. He is over 2 temps up now. 1/4 of a second up is Chip. Can he make a massive improvement within the last sector to maybe disturb that top 4? Looking around P6 so far. Pretty tidy for then. Was back end, trying to steps out a little bit. Is it an improvement? A little bit. 44 flat. Doesn't move him up though. James Brown still stays in second with a 1:43.4. It didn't improve. Get on board with Nerve. He's the only one that can really. Him and Phoenix, who's just up the road. See what Nerve split second time is. We get on board with Phoenix. He's 2 temps up. He's leaving it in hot lap now. Overtake used there. I don't think it's going to be enough, is it? It's going to be tight. It's going to be very tight. Could this be a pole position? No, it's P3. Let's get on board with Nerve. Oh, pushed himself up into P3. So we got the Ferrari second and third. Also now about to come over the line. Hasn't made that much of an improvement so far. Oh, he's going to make any of it, if any of it. No, he hasn't. Scotty we've seen, so that is it. That is our top 10 for this race. We have Harvey sitting on pole, James P2 backed up by his teammate in Nerve in P3 was my pick for pole, but Harvey, being the championship leader, has just pulled it out again right at the end. Phoenix P4, Scotty P5, Dave in P6, but he's not going to be, he's going to be P11 if I'm right. Cavaliers up to P6, Chip into P7, also P8, Teabag P9. And whoever was 11th, which I think was Kimmy, was going to be P10 with Dave in P11. Just to confirm, top 3 are Harvey, James, Nerve, followed closely by Phoenix in 4th, Scotty 5th, Dave is showing a 6th, but he's got a 5 place grid penalty, we're just going to put him 11th. Not shown at the moment, though, normally it does. Cavaliers put him up to P6, Chip P7, also P8, Teabag P9, with Kimmy P10 and maybe Dave P11. We have lost Teabag. I'm trying to invite him back, but it's not letting me do it. It's saying he's already here when he's not. There we go. So Harvey puts it on P1. It's taking quite a long time for this to load up, longer than usual. People making different setup changes, maybe with their fuel. Tyre selections obviously going to be important as well. It's a long lap we've got round here. There's a lot of corners as well going to be taken out, flat out. A couple of hard braking zones. Moves into turn 1, into turn 4, 7, and that's pretty much it until the last chicane. Harvey leading the group around for this race 9 of season 12 in Tier 3. 2 Ferraris qualified very close knit behind him. I'm expecting a very close race here. As we've seen that softs, you see the tyre traffic, soft and medium. My personal, if I could go back in time, would have done that myself, because the hards are not great around here. You don't have a lot of pace on them. They take a long time to warm up as well, especially if you have a safety car, which I found out the other night. So it is confirmed Dave is starting P11 with that 5 place grid penalty. Are we going to get any big improvements from the guys low down in the grid? It's going to be a tough track to do that on round here. So tough. It's a slippy track and all downforce coming out of the corners. Obviously you've got to run a low, very low downforce, maybe 4 or 5 in the rear wing maximum. But if you've got too much front wing, turn into corners like this, your car will lose it under braking and you will start sliding. A massive gap there from, it's like the Gainful backing them up. It is. The Gainful is on the soft. Let's get that on. Tyres, so we've got quite a mixture here. We've got the top 9 starting a set of mediums, Kimmy on a set of softs in P10, Dave on a set of mediums in P11, Gainful Dino on a set of softs from 12th and 13th, Curly and Max on the mediums, Pint Size on a set of hards, looking to go long, Curly Tots on a set of softs, Ninja on a set of hards, Lupman softs and Kieran on a set of mediums. As we are getting ready to start this race, I'm waiting for the lights to show. It's lights out and away we go. Oh, we've seen someone's got a bad start there. It looks like Phoenix has dropped all the way back to the back of the grid, nearly causing an accident, probably bogged down there. Let's get back up to the front. Lots of changes. Everyone looks like they got through that turn 1 with no bother. Harvey still leading us through with James and Nerve just up behind him. Scotty's made up position on Cavalis. Cavalis and Scotty fighting here. Cavalis looks like he's going to hold on. You've got the Williams going up here fast. Teabag's not going. Oh, we've got another one behind. Looks like Kimmy. Whoa. Good moves up there. Top 2 are just pulling away from Nerve in 3rd. Everyone's got round this first lap. Pretty unscathed by the looks of it. The biggest loser, as we see, was Phoenix on the grid. Don't know what happened to him, but just didn't seem to get away. These two just gone. Nerve nearly 2 seconds behind. He's got no damage. He's got a queue of cars behind him. We've got Scotty and T-Bag going out here, side by side. That's not a corner you want to go side by side him. Scotty holding him off. Cavalis now looks like he's putting the pressure on Nerve. Nerve struggling here in the first couple of in the first lap or so. Is Cavalis going to go for it? He's got a lot of battery left. Is he going to activate it? No. Try and make the move into the final corner. He's going to set himself up. No, thinks better of it. Stay in single file then for the last corner. We do have someone in the pits. That's Max. It's in the pits after the first lap. Has he got damage? Yep, new front wing needed for him. No, it's just a tyre change. No, it's a wing change. Get off that, back up to the action here. Oh, we got something going on here. Scotty and T-Bag looking at the inside as well. Nerve, does he get the move done? The side by side. Nerve just holds him off. So Nerve has lost out on 2 positions there from Scotty and Cavalis. We did see Cavalis was looking pretty punchy going through the last sector on lap 1. Got Phoenix and Curly past Ninja. Kieran following closely behind of the group in front. Let's get back up to this battle up here. This is where all the action's happening. Looks like Nerve is struggling big time. Kimmy now up past Gameful. Nearly losing it there, going well wide. Now he's going to be susceptible to the overtake from Gameful. Gameful's not going to hold this let this up, I can tell you that much. He's going around the outside. No, he's tucked back in. Is he going to go for it? He's out of battery. I don't think he will. No. Slots into line. Ninja with a 3-second warning. Them two have just gone. And only a 3-second gap. Harvey with the fastest lap, 1:46.8. James just sitting in behind, using no battery really. What he has to do just to stay in touch with Harvey. Harvey's sitting pretty on the battery. Also the 3 seconds after 3 laps. He's like what you get. He's like consumer rights. You're 14 days to return it, but with Osso, you're going to get a penalty. Didn't last week, but he has this week. Straight away even. Scotty's dropped 3, pulled out from T-Bag. T-Bag's now 1.3 seconds behind. Has T-Bag got any damage? I know he was fighting quite close to the guys in front of him. No, he's not. Cavalis just dropping back still a little bit slightly from the guys in front. Strong showing from Cavalis though. Driver of the week, not last week but the week before. Followed up by his teammate last week, Visa Cash Apps. Doing pretty well in the last few weeks, I must admit. James has dropped out of DRS of Harvey here. And Harvey looks like he's pulling out. He's pulled it out more. Is he, James, going to use any battery to try and get in touch? Doesn't look like it. Dave's just got past Chip. Harvey sets another fastest lap. Kieran and Ninja with 3 seconds each. Oh, we did see Chip there pulling out. Is he trying to defend? He's got back past Dave. Now he pulls in round the side of Dave. Dave saving battery. He's let Chip go past. Chip should get DRS from the car in front. Maybe not. Dave's maybe playing a strategical manoeuvre there. Cavalis not losing that much time to James. Kimmy's got past. Is he going to go for the move beside the Mercedes as well? Scotty, that's going to be very tight there. Oh, just holds back. We've got a gaggle of cars behind T-Bag. T-Bag's lost a lot of time from Cavalis in front. Cavalis is keeping that gap between the 3 and 3.5 second mark. Gainful now up past Nerf Pack. Nerf going off track there. She seems to be struggling a lot. Decent quali, struggling in the race. Gainful making moves on them set of softs. Him and Kimmy looking very punchy so far, making their way through the field. T-Baz dropped another 3 tenths off of Cavalis, so Cavalis sitting pretty in third. James has also made it back into DRS of Harvey. T-Baz trying to gap the guys behind. It's going to look pretty. Kimmy's looking strong here, along with Gainful. Gainful's very, very close. I wonder if they're both going to get him. Gainful's used a lot of battery. He's going to not really have a lot of extra power going up this hill. Through Eau Rouge and into the DRS zone. Scotty's lost DRS on T-Bag in front, so that means Kimmy's going to be straight past. Has Gainful got enough to get past as well? I doubt it. No. That puts up Kimmy up to P5. T-Bag's taking the second out of Cavalis in the last lap. He does get him though. Gainful's. Oh, we got a collision. Is that damage? Is that damage on Scotty's car? Can't see any. Did see a bit something fly off, but not that I can see. Osso and Dave just swinging it round there. Is Chip going to try and make the move on Dave? No, he's climbing all the way at the back of him, trying to put him off. Nearly pushing him through the chicane there. Ninja's got about 18 seconds worth of penalties already. A top 5 of all split up. James is now well out of the DRS zone of Harvey. Harvey's just driving his own race now from about to start the 6th lap. T-Bag trying to close into that DRS zone of Cavalis. Kimmy's pulling that gap down slightly as well, going through the last sector. T-Bag's now within DRS of Cavalis. Oh, we got a spin up. I think it was Curly. Someone in the pits as well. Ninja in the pits. And we've got Nerb looking to put one on Scotty. Is he going to get it done? He has done. T-Bag's well pulled that gap now back to Cavalis. He's just playing possum for a bit, looking after his tyres, getting himself into a bit of a rhythm. Cavalis though still keeping exactly the same gap towards James and what it was before, around that 3 second mark. But Harvey's just going away now. He's 2 seconds clear. Oh, that looks tight behind the Ferrari and the Scotty. Battling away. Chip and Dave swapping places again. Dave saving battery is going to be susceptible to his teammate here. Be careful, don't drop out of DRS. It looks like Kimmy and Gainful can't really make any more inroads in that gap in front. It's been sitting around that 1.5, 1.4 mark for the last lap. Cavalis now pulled out of that DRS. T-Bag using a bit of battery, or is it a bit of a setup check? Different setup to Cavalis. Just gets himself back into it. Gainful and Kimmy very close. Is Gainful going to try and put a move on here, or is he going to wait? I think he's going to wait. He should wait. Oh, he's gone for it. There's going to be a bit of a Oh, wow! Drifting through that corner. Who's going to get the DRS here? Kimi looks like Gainful's going to get it. No, they're playing possum again. And Nerve past Kimi, and then it looks like Nerve's going to get Gainful as well. Gainful with no battery. Nerve pulls out very late. Both of them. Is Kimi going to get him as well? Oh, it's going to be tight. Nerve holds on and gets through. And Nerve back up to P5. Kimi P6 and Gainful P7. Them tyres will start to scream now. Dave up to P8. Osso's dropped down to P11. Got to move down the bottom there. Pint size on Curly. Chip with a 3-second warning. That's going to be huge. Come towards the end of the race. And if we do have a safety car, it could even be even bigger. T-Bag's made it past Cavalis. I missed that. Cavalis is not letting this go. T-Bag starting to take it a little bit out of that lead in front of him to James. He's pulled it now back down, probably possibly a half a second, and he's also taking Cavalis with him. If they work together here, they could get them back. So we're just on the lap 8 of 22. We have no retirees so far. Max is now, did box on lap at the end of lap 1, and he's back up to 17th. Cavalis, is he going to try and put the move on T-Bag? No, he's just sitting behind him. They've took another second out of James there. Kimi now up to P5, putting it past Nerve. Gainful following closely behind on a set of softs. Nerve with a 3-second time penalty. Oh, Dave's off track. Chip gets past. Must have got caught on that sausage curve, which I'm pretty sure we've all done. These two, the McLaren, sitting very close to each other. Also, we do have Carl and Ross normally driving these two cars. Carl has been on holiday for the last 2 races. Oh, be careful. But he will be back for the new year after his travelling to Bali for a wedding. Curly very closely behind Dean. We're just behind them 2 cars in front. Back up to the front. And Nerve is sticking with Kimi. Gainful also closely behind. Chip also cut down that gap in front. Don't think it's going to be in DRS zone though at the end of this lap. Got a yellow flag. Dino has retired. Where's that? How's he retired there? Is that going to cause a safety car or a virtual? Where is it? Oh, I just missed it. It's a weird place to DNF. Let's hope that was not from a collision. We still have no safety car or VSC. Gainful looked like he's going to try and put a move on Nerve, but he hasn't got enough battery to make that move. Yellow flag in sector 1. We have a car that's off. That looks like Curly. No, it's not. It's Scotty. Oh, he's lost his front wing as well. Looks like he might have lost that in Eau Rouge. Just now moved everyone else behind him up a position. Oh, Scotty with a 3-second time penalty also, just to add insult to injury. T-Bag's keeping that gap to James pretty much at 2 seconds. James as well stemmed that gap to Harvey in front at 3 seconds. Top 4 are well in front of the guys behind here. I wonder if anyone's going to try and put a move on Nerve going down here. Curly running very closely behind Lapland, who's dropped 1.2 seconds behind his teammate. James is in the pits. It's quite early to pit in the lap 9. Kimi's also pit as well, I missed that. In 14th, running very closely behind Kieran. Cavendish just still sitting in the DRS of Teabag, not making any moves. James has come out right up the rear wing of Curly. If them cars in front of him stay out longer than a few laps, that could really hurt James. That could end up bringing Teabag and Cavallis back into the battle for P2. As we did see, it was around about a 2-second gap before James had pitted. He would have got a corner cut warning for that move as well. Don't want to keep them coming. Don't need a time penalty at this time of the race, or at any time to be honest. But we do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 drivers, 7 drivers with time penalties so far. James looking like, is he going to try and put the move on Curly here? Very, very close. He's going to be losing so much time in this traffic. This is going to bring Teabag and Cavallis back into play. We've got a car that's sideways. It is Ninja. Has he got any damage? I can't see any. Teabag in the pits now. It's going to be interesting where he comes out. Has he made up enough time on James to be able to get out in front? Because James has lost a lot of time with the cars behind. It's going to be tight. This is going to be tight. We've got obviously James coming around the last corner now. He's going to do it. He's going to get this done. Is he? It's going to be very, very close. He's made up 2 seconds within that, where James has lost time behind that gaggle of cars. Now they're side by side. Teabags might get DRS as well from the car in front. No, he's not. It's going to take a little while for them tyres to warm up as well, but James looking like he's going to get Teabag back here. But it's brought Teabag right back into... Oh, James with a 3-second time penalty as well. We've got a retiree. Scotty's out. Is it going to bring a safety car out? No. He didn't get it done. James did not get the move done. Wow, so now this brings Cavallis into play. Can Cavallis jump these two? With Phoenix now holding these two guys up hugely. Cavallis now 6.3 seconds behind Harvey, dropped another couple of seconds in the last 2 laps. Harvey's just in a world of his own. I think Cavallis has got this, and I think he'll be at least a second clear of these guys as well, maybe 2. We've got another one that's DNF'd. We have a full safety car. So if Cavallis wasn't going to be in front of these guys before, he will be now, and he could also, the 2 guys in front as well, Nerfpack and Gainful, could also make a position up here. It's going to be interesting. Gainful in the pits, Cavallis in the pits, and Nerv in the pits. I expect Phoenix to come in the pits as well. Who's going to bang on a set of softs and who's going to bang on a set of hards? Intermediates? Hey? Am I missing something? What? They've all got an intermediate. So we got rain coming? We've got rain coming. And we've got Harvey, who hasn't boxed yet. Uh-oh. What's going on here? What is going on here? We have 4 drivers who's put a set of intermediates on. We must have rain coming, but as we've seen on this track many, many times before, Jeff doesn't know what he's talking about, because he says it's 5 minutes away. It turns up being 5 hours away. It never turns up. We've got more drivers put on a set of intermediates. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 drivers, 6 drivers on a set of intermediates. We've got 6 cars on a set of hards and 4 on a set of mediums. Harvey now is in a predicament. This could end up moving Harvey right the way down the grid here. And it started raining. So the guys who have put the intermediates on. Oh, this is oh, could we have Cavalis the net leader here? The rain starts to come down pretty hard. Let's get on board. Yeah, it's coming down pretty hard here. Well, we had a 6% chance of rain, and like I said before, in Spa you never know where the rain's going to come, and it's come out of absolutely nowhere. Talk about throw a spanner in the works. Wow. So that's going to put Harvey right the way back down to... If Curly can close that gap up, which I'm not so sure he can. He will do. He's going to. So Harvey's going to drop all the way back down here, I reckon, into P... Yeah, wow. Exactly, wow. No, Mikey, no. That is an absolute spanner in the works. Oh, Harvey's in the wall. Is that a new front wing as well? Uh-oh. If he weren't going to be P12, P13, 14, 15, wherever he's going to end up, he could be now. He's going to need a new front wing. So them guys that have already boxed have got to box again, which puts Cavalis, Gainful and Nerve Pack into the top 3 position. He has got damage and it hasn't changed his front wing. Oh no! What was looking so comfortable for Harvey has now turned into an absolute nightmare. He's going to struggle, especially in these conditions, to be able to get close to the end without not crashing that car or falling back with hardly a front wing. That track is getting wet quick as well. Oh, teabag with a 10-second time penalty with another collision with Max. Chip is out of the race. What happened? Kimmy's also DNF'd. What's happened there? Oh wow. Oh my goodness. I am lost for words here. What has happened in this race? So Harvey's going to have to pit again. It ain't far off full wets, mate. I'll tell you that much. Give it another 2 or 3 laps, it is going to be full wets. Mind you saying that, them wets are terrible. I don't think the rain's hard enough yet, but it is getting wet quick. Harvey's going to have to box. And he might be lucky getting away with this, not losing any more positions, because he's got 1, 2, 3, 4 cars but quite a way behind. Obviously Curly Tot still hasn't pitted yet, so she's not going to lose to her, but he's going to lose out to everyone else. Pinteside's still quite a way behind, but by the time they get round to the line, that is wet. Wow. So the guys that have played a blinder here, Cavalis is now your new race leader, followed closely behind by Gainful, who's moved up the grid. Let's have a look. We've got a bit of time for that now. Positions gained. So Cavalis up 5, Gainful, massive winner, up 10. Nerve sitting back in P3 where he started the race. Maybe that's the reason why he was dropping back, because he knew it was going to rain. Curly up 10. Wow, what a change that is. Up to P4. Phoenix going to have to pit and also he's dropping down to the back of the grid. Dave up 5, Max Mario up 7, James down 7, Luckman up 9, Kieran up 9, Harvey hasn't pitted. Uh-oh. My goodness. Let's carry on that anyway. Also down 2, 4, sorry. Teabag's in the pits. Ninja's left the session. Got 5 DNFs. We had none up until about lap 8. It just always seems to happen around when the tyres start to wear off. Conditions are starting to change. We see it on Friday. We're seeing it again tonight. That things change. Harvey, our race winner, race leader, sorry, race winner from last week, was cruising at the front. He had a lovely buffer in front. Then the safety car come out and he was already past, pretty much past the last chicane, whereas the guys behind him took a chance, which is Cavalis, Gainful, Nerve Pack, Curly, all putting on the intermediates. Now everyone else that was in front of them have had to box again. This is huge. This is massive. Oops, we've got. I think the safety car could be out again here. Curly with the 10-second time penalty coming out of the pits. Is she going to be able to get round, keeping it on the track? Oh, maybe not, maybe not, maybe not. Phoenix still on them hards. I know the game is hard, but you don't make it any hard for yourself by standing on the hards. You need to box, mate, because it is monsoon weather out there and you are oh, wowee. Please box. Let's not have another accident. You're going to have to pit, mate. No. It's too wet out there to be. Oh, safety car is in this lap. So we have 3 laps under the safety car. I'm going to stick on the Cavalis, but I really want to stick on with Phoenix as well because he's still on the dry tyre. I don't know why. Maybe to their own, I suppose, but there's only one way for that driver in these conditions. For everyone watching, this has been talk about Spa being at its best, similar to Austria where the weather comes out of nowhere. That's exactly what it's done. Now when will Cavalis go? He's backed him up pretty nicely. Curly's just getting to the end of it. Is he going to go straight out of the chicane? He has done. Let's get back on with Phoenix here. Yeah, I expected. So Dave's past Phoenix. Harvey's going to pass Phoenix as well. Yeah. I wonder if. Oh, what's happening? Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! What a move! Oh, what a move by Mario! Wow! Talk about send on full send, Dave. That was a send. Phoenix now. Luckman's. Be careful. Oh, be careful. Be careful, Phoenix. Be careful. You should. Gainful's taking the lead. Sorry, Gainful didn't catch that, but we've got a guy on dry tyres here trying to wing it. No. You're going to cause an accident, mate. Kieran's passed him as well. Please don't cause an accident. We've got another driver past. We've got Williams coming up behind him as well, and T-back. Oh, we've got a Haas that's gone off track, which is also. T-bag now past, don't hit him. Gainful's now the leader of this race in front of Cavalis. Just sticking on board here just to see if anything does happen. Oh, also getting stuck again behind this Phoenix who's on the hard tyre here. I expect Osso to go fly straight past him now. There's no point fighting it, mate. Anyway, back up to the front. Sorry about that, guys, but I just wanted to see what was going on and what I thought was going to happen did happen. So we've got Gainful now in the lead of the race with Cavalis in second. Nerve dropped 1.4 behind. Harvey now up to P5 with that wing damage. Mario with that unbelievable move on Dave and Phoenix. Phoenix still hasn't pitted. Luckman very close to Dave. Oh. He gets past, gets a move done. Teabag 3 seconds behind, who did get held up behind Phoenix for a little while. Gainful now pulling nearly a second on the cars behind him. Luckman looking a little bit sideways. Dave's on the curb. Harvey now pulling in, Curly in front of him, only a second behind. As you can see, he's missing a lot from him. Curly nearly losing it on that curb. I don't think we're far away from full wets here. It is looking wet. Can't believe you're still hanging out on them hards, man. Harvey's now up past Curly. Curly off the track. Looks like he might have caught the curb on the inside and lost it. Now he's got Mario close for company. Dave with a 3-second time penalty. Kieran with also a 3-second time penalty. Cavalis has pulled that gap right away back now. Gainful struggling. Let's see what it's going to be like going through Eau Rouge with the pressure now. Fair play. Both keeping it pretty much planted with a quick downshift. I don't think Harvey can make any more inroads on that. Oh, Mario past Curly. Starting to fall back, is he? So he is. Now we got Luckman very close behind. With James Brown, who was also a big loser out of all of that, following him through. Got a yellow flag. So I don't get it. I honestly just, yeah. Luckman very close behind Curly. Mario's just pulling away now since he's made that move. We have the top 6, sorry, top 5, quite a widespread gap apart from the lead, which is under a second. Whoa, Luckman going up the inside there on Curly. Talk about bold. Now James has followed him through. He's struggling as Curly. And then got Dave now next. Tries to sling it around the outside. Careful. Gets it done. Good move there by Dave. He see the weakness that Curly had there and just capitalised on it and put the move straight on him. Was Curly going to try and come back to turn 1? No. Harvey's dropping back now a second because of that damage. I wonder if Mario's going to be able to catch him. These two nervous, starting to catch these other guys up a little bit. Teabag now past Curly. So which Curly was P4 2 or 3 laps ago, now all the way back down to P10. Phoenix still hasn't pitted yet. I don't know what he's doing on a set of hards. Now he decides to box. Has the rain stopped? The rain has stopped, but I don't think it's going to be dry enough to put on a set of dry tyres for the rest of the race. Maybe that was Phoenix, maybe that's what he was trying. He's now put on a set of mediums. Still too wet out there for a dry set of tyres. That cash out looks planted. I wonder if can Nerve catch these up. Looking at a decent, very good podium, very great recovery from where he was before the safety car. That's the problem, you have a risk here of when you box like James did so early on a set of mediums, you risk coming back into traffic, and that's what we see coming behind the two McLarens and the gaggle of cars in front of that. You're going to lose, especially with the midfield and your normal pace. You're on a brand new set of tyres as well. You must have lost 3 seconds at least. The T-bag came out in front of him at the time. Now he's back down in P7. Nerve has now closed the gap up to Cavallis. Cavallis looks like he's had a bit of a mistake. James Brown with a 3-second time penalty. Obviously we have Nerve with a 3-second time penalty as well, but he's only 2.6 in front of Harvey. If he can stretch that out more in front of Harvey, which he has a very solid chance of doing it because of Harvey's front wing damage from his entrance into the pits, who knows. Gainful, sublime so far. Boxed when he should have done. Originally started on the softs, went a tiny bit longer than the cars in front, who were on a different tyre. Got a yellow flag. It's Phoenix again. Who's on a dry tyre on a wet track. Nerve Pack now is only 7 tenths behind Cavallis. Starting to open that gap up slightly to Harvey behind. He's pulled 2 tenths on this lap. Dave now past James, so side by side. Good move there by Dave from what I see. James now looks like it could... No. Oh, James lost a bit of front wing. Something come off there. Oh, someone's in the pits. Harvey's in the pits. He's going on a set of dry tyres and he's going to fix that front wing surely. He's going on a set of dry. Set of softs coming on. He's not changing his wing. So the track is dry. Drying. Is he going to be able to come out there and make that? That's going to be a big ask to make that much time up. With only 1.5 laps remaining by the time he gets out of the pits. So if Harvey's pit stop, that's put Dave up to P5, Mary up to P4. Yeah, I kind of agree with you there. Gainful still looking like he's going to take this win, but Harvey's now taking time out of the drivers in front on a set of softs. He's going to have a lot of cars to come through though to get back to where he was. James Brown with another 3-second time penalty. So Gainful's going to start us off on this penultimate lap here around Spa for the 9th race of season 12 here in Tier 3s. Now Harvey's already made a couple of moves. Now he's up to P7. He's now got another 9 seconds to make up. Harvey with the 3-second time penalty. Whoa, that front wing going to cost you with penalties, corner cuts, and having no... Who's that going into the pits? Nobody. So Mario sitting in P4 with his old man in P3 just in front. It's the best now Nerve can really hope for unless the other two in front get time penalties. Cavallis now only 3 tenths behind Gainful. How much battery? Oh, they're both running pretty low. Is Cavallis going to line him up? He's in his slipstream. Luckman has retired. He's in the pits. Cavallis, is he going to make the move? Is he going to... No, he's not. He's held back. Harvey's taken 3 seconds out of that gap since we last spoke about him. Phoenix getting out of the way. Looks like he's lost the front ring as well. So these top three now. Going around at the end of the second sector. What has been an unbelievable race from the events that we've had so far. The unexpected weather change. And these guys in front keeping the intermediates on. Harvey was the first one to box to a set of softs, and he's now making his way through the pack. We've got a yellow flag in sector 2. I think that is because of the back marker myself. Harvey now coming up to the back of Dave. Let's see if we can get on board with this. As we can see, the track is bone dry. Let's get on board. The top three for the last lap of the race. We've got Gainful leading us over the line for the last lap of this race at Spa. Can he keep it? Can he win for Team Red Bull, which we desperately need? Harvey sets a fast lap of 1:45.2. That's going to show how dry it is out there. Harvey's now up to P6. So with that boxing manoeuvre, it looks like he's only going to lose one position. Cavalis now, with DRS inactivated. Cavalis now goes past Gainful. Is he going to make it stick? He has done. We've had a change. I didn't see DRS enabled. Cavalis has now put it past Gainful on the last lap of this race. Now Gainful looking like he's going to go for the move back. No, he isn't. He's just not close enough. Oh, be careful. Nearly pushing him round the corner. What a fantastic last lap we got in this race. Gainful's been leading this pretty much so long since the first restart under the safety car. He got Cavalis going down the straight after Eau Rouge. Now Cavalis has left it to the last lap to overtake him. The sun's coming out. The tyres are going to be screaming with the temperature. Who's going to have the guts here to keep it? Cavalis now stretching his lead now up to 6 tenths in front of Gainful. We have a yellow flag in sector 2, but that's because of the back marker. Coming into the last sector. Has Gainful got enough? Is Cavalis going to defend with his battery? They both are on the battery very hard. Is he going to try it into the last corner here? Absolute scenes if he does. If he can get the move done cleanly. Oh my god, Cavalis taking the defensive line. Brilliant defensive driving there by Cavalis. Going into the last corner now. Teabag. And we got Cavalis about to come over the line. Looks like he's about to take the victory. And he does. Cavalis wins in front of Gainful, making that move on the last lap. Nerf pack into P3 of his podium. Wow. Harvey gets back up to P4. Unbelievable. In 2 laps he made up 20 odd seconds under that pit stop. But obviously drops back to P5 with a time penalty. Dave into P6. James into P7. Curly into P8. Kieran's going to come across the line in P9, but also gets in front with the time penalties. Wow. What an unbelievable last 10 laps we had there. A change of weather, a change of leader, a change of grid, a change of leader on the last lap. We see everything. We see dry tyres on a wet track for God knows how long. We see Cavalis now take the Grand Prix win off of Gainful in the last lap with DRS assistant. That was enabled. It must have been the lap previous or on that lap. What an unbelievable finish we had there to this Grand Prix. I did say we was going to get a pole sitter. That was going to be different. We didn't. We got a different race winner tonight in Cavalis. And Gainful making it up into P2. With Nerf Pack finishing off where he started very, very gingerly. Was struggling, but he gets his first feature race podium of the season. I don't know about anyone that was watching, but that was gripping. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. Anything you wanted at Spa that you would expect from any race that ever goes there, we had it. There we have it, Cavalis standing on top of the podium. Taking the race victory with Gainful in P2 with an absolute superb drive, just getting done on the last lap. Excellent driving for the pair of them. And Nerf Pack finishing in P3, rounding up the podium. What a race. What a fantastic race. There you go, have it again. Cavalis into P1. Gainful into P2. From starting 12th. Nerve in P3. Mario from P15 all the way up to P4. Harvey down to P5. From starting first. Dave in P6. James Brown in P7. Curly got up to P8 in the end. Pint size 9th. Osso into 10th. Kieran up to 11th. Curly Tops finishing 12th. Excellent result from Curly. Teabag 13th. Phoenix 14th. Luckman DNF. Kimmy DNF. Chip DNF. Ninja DNF. Scotty and Dion also crashed. What a watch. What a race. Unbelievable. What a last lap. There's not many races won in the last lap here. There's not many overtakes done in the last lap. But we see it tonight. And it was Cavalis was like that, pretty much. Sitting behind Teabag when it was in the dry. Just sitting there waiting patiently. And he'd done it again in the wet. Let's invite the guys over to the party. Unbelievable. Wow. Well, as we see it, we had the first, when it was in the dry, Harvey just motoring away as what we've seen quite a lot lately. And then coming up to the guys who kept their tyres on and waited and waited, and it seemed for the perfect time for the weather to change, which no one saw coming. And as soon as they boxed and come back out, Harvey missed the pit lane. And also then we see the rain come, and I was like, what is going on? Unbelievable. The guys are just joining in now. I think we've had Gainful join and we've had Nerve join. I think we're waiting for one more, which was Cavalis. Whether he will or not, he's the race winner. I hope he does, because that was a sublime drive from him, Gainful and Nerve Pack. Where is he? Cavalis has no mic. Okay. Thanks for that information, Harvey. Well, first of all, we'll get on to Nerve. Getting your podium, mate. Nah, well, from the start of the race, it was quite... yeah. Yeah, well... That was unbelievable. I did not see no rain coming, like, because I think at the start the guy said it was like 6% chance in the race. It was unbelievable, to be fair, like, because James, your teammate, pitted quite early on, lap 9, and he got stuck behind the two McLaren's drivers and a couple of cars in front of them, and he lost 4 seconds in the end, 3 or 4 seconds, just sitting behind them for a lap. And then as soon as Teabag came out, just come out side by side of him, they went through sector 1, then a safety car come out of about, I don't know, 3/4 of the lap later, and then Harvey missed the pits. Well, well done, mate. Well done on your podium. That is sublime from you. Carrying on your good form for the last few weeks. That was brilliant. Well done. No problem. Now on to you, Gameful. He was leading the race for quite a while there after the safety car. So you got Cavalis literally after the restart. But then on the last lap, obviously DRS was activated and he just got you on that straight. But from yourself, from what I've seen from you for the last few weeks, to be fair, you've been starting around about the 10th, between 10th and 13th position, but you've been coming up the grid, changing the strategy of what the others are doing. But that was pretty good for myself tonight, mate. Well done. We're going to have any reply from Gameful. Yeah, yeah, I think it's you. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you both kind of flew through the cars in front of you, didn't you? You had a lot more pace just from the tyre difference. It's one of them tracks. I did say before the race started, I said thinking qualifying a little shower, and I said if there's any track that can throw rain out of nowhere, no matter what the weather report says, this is the track, this in Austria, that can throw rain out of anywhere. And to take them tyres, was it 11 laps she was on the softs? Must have been, wasn't it? 10 or 11? Yeah. Yeah, and to keep that going, and you know, and to obviously the safety car come out at a perfect time for you, but what a brilliant race from yourself, mate. You were struggling at the start of the season from what I've seen so far, but the last few races, from what I've seen for yourself, you've come through the field pretty well, and fair play to you. He's unlucky in the last lap. Cavalis had an excellent race himself. He was sitting in, I think it was P3 anyway, before the round of pit stops. But you was unlucky that DRS was activated. But between you and Cavalis, it's pretty faultless, to be honest. And fair play to you, mate. And a fellow Red Bull driver as well. No bias there, but well done. Well, guys, thank you for joining. Thank you for the fantastic race that we've seen tonight. Well done on the podiums to both of you. Gameful on P2, Novpat P3. Cavalis not been able to join us with his race win, but excellent for himself. I better go now. I've got the wife looking at me. She's giving me daggers. And I'll see you again in the new year, hopefully. Our next race is... Let me just check. It is... I think it is Australia. Yeah, Australia on the 12th of Jan. At the same time, same place. Might be me, it might not be. But like I said, well done to the guys tonight. We've had, if you wanted anything in a Grand Prix to finish off this year, we had it. And what a watch. Excellent. Well done to everyone. Have a happy Christmas. And a happy New Year. And I'll see you all again in the new year. Take care. Stay safe. I'm JJ. I'll see you soon.